How is it going, everybody? And welcome back to another live reaction to Tokyo Ghoul. And we are on chapter 170, guys. We've made it through 170 chapters of Tokyo Ghoul. That is insane. And what's even funnier to me is we've been in this final arc right now for like 20 to 30 chapters. I was just thinking about this today with the chapter coming out. It's like, man, this final arc has been going on for quite some time. And I don't really see it coming to an end anytime soon. Like, I can totally see us making it to the 200 chapter mark and maybe getting to the closure of the series. Maybe 206 chapters. Who knows? But as we are seeing right now, Ishida is just slowly tying up loose ends. But with what we still have to go through, I think we still have many more chapters until we reach the conclusion of Tokyo Ghoul. But I'm very curious to see where chapter 170 is going to take us. We're either going to continue off with the Uta and Yomo fight, Donato and Amon, maybe Kaneki and Furuta, or maybe just go back to the taxidermied owl destroying the CCG. Like, I really have no idea. My best bet is either Uta and Yomo or Kaneki and Furuta, but we won't know unless we dive into this week's latest chapter, guys. So let's get right down to it. Chapter 170, Evolution and the Stars. Very unique title for this chapter, so let's dive right into this, guys. Okay, opening page. We see Dragon in the background, and we have her popping up again. This is the Quinque Hunter, I believe. I don't remember her name exactly, but I see Takizawa as well. Owl, Pineapple-kun is back, so this is going to make a lot of people happy. People have been waiting for Takizawa to make a reappearance, so I am glad to see him. So, Evolution in the Stars, chapter 170. Surprised you're still alive. Tokyo has completely changed. So she looks back, sees Takizawa approaching. She's like, what? Just gonna return what I borrowed from Amon-san. So is that's Takizawa saying that, right? And we see Amon, you know, after he got bombarded by Donato, is he talking about the cross? Because that's the only thing he has on his possession from Amon. So, oh, that's actually pretty funny because I was talking with one of you guys in the comments about, you know, Amon's cross, how he was wearing one in like the past chapter. And he gave his to Takizawa, so if this is actually a flashback to before he fought Donato, that would explain why the cross was there. So, I don't remember your name, but you might have been right, so that's awesome to see. So, Amon's like passed out right here. You've got stuff to do as well. If you're free, how about it? Okay, so Takizawa is recruiting the Quinque Hunter, the grave robber. So we're going back with Donato. He's just standing up there, it looks like. Takizawa and her are just looking down at all this. Amon is still getting backed up. No, never mind that. He's getting flown across the building top. He just got thrown up against like the side of a wall. Oh my god. Amon last chapter was putting up a decent fight with how he just, you know, basically drilled his Quinque right through Donato. But things are not looking good right now for our boy Amon. Wow, he's getting demolished right now. Next page, he's even getting further demolished. Jesus, Donato is not holding back at all. You just see Donato in the background with his Quinque, just armed, not his Quinque, his Kagane armed and ready. And Amon's just flat on his back, flat on his ass, just like almost KO'd. And he's still panting. And then we see Owl and Grave Robber, they're like, hey, you're okay with this? Okay with what? That guy's your... what? We know Takizawa, I think, is going to intervene. Why else would Ishida show him in this situation? He's trying to embrace his ghoul side, be like, I love nobody. I'm an edgelord. But we know he's gonna come in. Come on, Takizawa. You gonna say it? It'd be better for you if Amon-san died, right? Oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. Because if Amon died, Akira's love interest would just die then too. So is that maybe why he's thinking like maybe I shouldn't help in this situation? Is Takizawa like, well, if Amon's out of the picture, I could have Akira to myself. I don't know. I'm very curious on his mindset right here. That's just the one viewpoint I have right now. It could be something else, but that's very interesting. And we're going right over to Uta with his tattoo Kakage State. Look at this thing. And he's like, eh. Yomo is just on the wall like Spider-Man. Uta's just destroying everything. And I'm not sure, I don't think Yomo got hit on this page. I think he just like kind of like bounced off it, used his feet to just kick off the Kagane. He got hit there, though. Yeah, so he did get hit. Yomo got hit right into a wall. He's getting back up. Oh, my God. Look at... What page am I on? Let me just see this. I'm on page 7 right now. That panel of just Uta's Kakuja right there. My God, it looks so monstrous, so deformed. I really want to see the high-quality scan of this, but my God, I see like 4 arms just reaching out for Yomo right there. That's crazy. Yomo dodges out of the way. Uta. And then we have Ituri looking beautiful as always. She's like, ah, he's gonna get eaten. And we see Uta grabbing Yomo. Like, my God, that Kakuja state is awesome, though. It's a monstrosity, but it's awesome. But I'm very curious, how is Yomo going to either get out of this situation or defeat Uta? Because the only way I could see him defeating Uta is going full Kakuja, and Yomo has that possibility. The next page. All right, they just fell through the ceiling. Oops, looks like I caught you. And I love it when Ishida draws the teeth and it's just all blacked out around it. We've had that with Kaneki before, and then we've had it with a few other characters, but I love that look. It's just so devious and evil. I love that shot. Well then, and Yomo's like, "Rah!" What the? He just crunched down on Yomo? And Ituri's just like, oh, nasty. No way. There's no way Yomo just died here. There is no way. So it's chewing up something. I don't think it's Yomo, but oh, Yomo wouldn't go out this way. I don't think Ishida would do it like that. Page. And then we have Uta. This is good. He's enjoying it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. He was enjoying it, but now he's got an electrified crunch to go along with it because Yomo just activated his electrical barrier inside the Kakuja as it was basically trying to chomp down on him. That's awesome. So Yomo still got a little bit fight left in him, but my God, this bottom panel, he looks exhausted. I don't know how Yomo's going to win this situation. I really don't. I'm going to be very curious to see if Yomo can pull this off. But he ends up getting out of the clutches of the Kakuja, and he's just on the ground panting. He's like, damn, Uta, you're strong. Renji-kun, you really are delicious. And Uta's not even phased by this. He's like, I want seconds. And Yomo just screams at him, stop fucking around, and shoots the electricity right at him. And I'm guessing he's electrocuting the Kakuja. And he's like, ah, not a single wound. You say you're gonna devour me. What does this have to do with everything that's going on right now? You know, if the situation doesn't demand you to fight, then you won't really give it your all. You did all that for this? To me, it's something very important. Ren-chan, that's not the only reason. Now go play nice. I don't get what you're saying. Ituri's just like, no, just play with him for a little bit. But this is crazy, though. Just having Uta, just within this situation, like, with all that's going on right now, he's just throwing that all away. He's like, it's just you and me, Yomo. You and me. Let's just attack our boredom together. I'm so bored. I'm gonna eat you. You try to run away. Let's have some fun with this. Like, I want to dive more into Uta's mindset in this. That's what I really want to do, but we're not getting that right now. But, I'm just curious, like, how is Yomo going to subdue Uta? Huh. I don't get what you're saying. Uta, in Kakuja form, goes lunging in. Shit, my attacks are... And he just gets attacked yet again, thrown across the buildings. Like, I have no idea if this is covering multiple buildings. This is just one building. But they are going to town on the rooftops of Tokyo right now. So, slammed into another wall yet again. And Uta, like a spider, is crawling up the wall and grabbing the pipes and everything. You couldn't avoid me, And that seriousness in Yomo's eyes. Your intuition must be dulling then. It's useless to run. And they just jumped off the rooftop. Where are they going? This is a high building, so I wonder where Yomo is jumping off to, and we just have Uta in hot pursuit jumping after him. Wait, what did he just flip in midair? Did Yomo just like flip in midair to go backwards? Like he jumped and then just flipped to go backwards? Because then he just kicks Uta in Kakuja form, so he kicks him downward. How did Yomo do that? So just like pile driver down to the ground and impaled him on a rod sticking out from a building. So Uta just got impaled. Ah, this far. I don't think that's gonna... Okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. I'm on the double spread page of this chapter. Yo! Renji activating his Kagane with full electrical power, conducting within it. Uta, we grew up a long time ago. And just shocks the ever-living shit out of Uta. And if he's on a rod, those rods on these buildings are meant to, you know, capture electricity from lightning and stuff. So the fact that Yomo is shooting it down at this while Uta is impaled into it, it's going to conduct it. He's basically roasting Uta to a crisp with his electricity. Wow. That's smart, actually. That is really smart on Renji's part. But I also like this line too. Uta, we grew up a long time ago, basically saying like, I've matured and you kind of haven't in a way. It's like, I've grown past that petty stuff from our past. And yet, kind of in a way, Uta was still in that mindset even from when they were kids when they first met. So I actually do like that line right there. But awesome double spread by Ishida. Next page. Can't keep playing around forever. And we just have Uta falling down. He's laughing. After all, it's pretty lonely this way, isn't it, Renji-kun? Did Uta just... No. Did Uta just die? We had a badass scene with Renji, but now we have Uta falling down, presumably to his death, you know, from being electrocuted by Yomo. But I hope that Uta's not dead. I hope this is him just like falling unconscious and being like, all right, you won this round, basically. But I don't want this to be Uta's end because I feel like there's so much more to dive into his character, into his mindset, more of his backstory even. I am hoping that this isn't the end of his character, but it would not surprise me at all, based on Ishida's track record, if he wanted to just kill off Uta right here and there. Like right now, this is like Uta's last stand. He was trying to have some fun with Yomo, but then Yomo kind of just barbecued him. I don't know how I feel about this. We're gonna have to see, you know, with future chapters to come, if Uta is still alive or not, but for right now, he's MIA. We do not know. To be continued, basically, with Uta's fate. But that is the end of chapter 170. Next chapter, in the 4th ward. Okay, never mind. I should have read that beforehand because that means backstory. That means that we might be getting backstory on Uta's character next chapter because Yomo, Ittori, and Uta grew up in the 4th ward together. I mean, Yomo came in, but then they basically spent that time getting to know each other, becoming friends in the 4th ward. So I'm very curious about this. I really want to learn more about Uta. So maybe with that clarification right there, Uta is not dead. This is just basically him getting incapacitated at the moment, and we're just going to dive into the backstory of Uta. And I am very excited to see what we're going to get there. But I'm not sure if that's going to take up the entire chapter because we had that tease of Kaneki and Furuta, and we did not get that in this chapter. So this was just mainly with continuing the Amon versus Donato fight, with Amon getting wrecked, Takizawa and the Grave Robber showing up, which I'm glad that Ishida brought those two characters back. But then for the remainder of the chapter, we just dealt with Renji going against Yomo with some side commentary by Ittori. So very enjoyable chapter. The ending right now still remains to be seen. I'll have to wait for next chapter, basically have my final thoughts on this. But if this is indicating a flashback for next chapter, I will be very happy with that. So anyway, guys, that is my live reaction to chapter 170. My review for this will be up later tomorrow. I'll dive a little bit more into this chapter, give you guys my overall thoughts, and maybe what we can expect next chapter. So that's gonna be a lot of fun to talk about and to discuss tomorrow. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter to talk more about Tokyo Ghoul, feel free to do that, guys. But until my review, or till next week's chapter with 171 of Tokyo Ghoul, I'll talk to you guys next time.